Right now, as another police brutality case makes national headlines, why Wisconsin seems to have lower numbers when it comes to those types of incidents.
And we're tracking out what Mother Nature has in store for southern Wisconsin for the last weekend of July in the full forecast.
And just a week after the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, we get a closer look at security plans for the Democrats next month in Chicago.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us at 5, everyone. The death of a 36-year-old Illinois woman who was shot and killed by police is gaining national attention and sparking conversations about officer-involved incidents beyond state lines.
Our Maddie Heimsch is here with more on law enforcement conduct here in Wisconsin. Maddie?
Yeah, Susan, Eric, Wisconsin is actually below the national average when it comes to reported cases of officer-involved deaths. That's according to the Mapping Police Violence Database. So why do some states face higher rates of violence than others?
There are a lot of agencies throughout the United States that, due to a decline in people that, of wanting to go into law enforcement, are having a hard time finding qualified applicants.
Law enforcement expert Brian Lander says much of it comes down to hiring and retention programs.
I think Wisconsin is blessed with the standards that we have and the diligence that agencies provide in making sure that they hire and retain good officers.
But even with strong programs in place, the total number of law enforcement officers in Wisconsin continues to decline, on par with the rest of the country.
As a consultant myself, I'm seeing it in more and more cases of officers that should not be on the street at all.
And when an officer takes unjust action, legal consequences also differ by state.
In different states, they have what they call criminal prosecution privilege, which means they're exempt from criminal prosecution for the death or the injury to other people, as long as it's justified.
How does one define what loss of life is, quote, justified? Lander says prosecutors typically assess three things: severity of the offense the person was involved in, ongoing resistance by the person, and imminent threat posed to the officer.
If the prosecutor does not find that the officer's actions were objectively reasonable, then they are charged with homicide or battery or whatever crime that a non-law enforcement officer would be charged with.
In both 2021 and 2022, the Wisconsin Department of Justice investigated 8 officer-involved critical incidents. In 2023, that number jumped to 16, and so far in 2024, they've investigated 11.
Maddie, thank you. The family of a man killed by hotel security guards last month says the investigation is progressing too slowly. Devontae Mitchell's loved ones are taking steps demanding justice. The 43-year-old died in June outside the Hyatt Regency Hotel near MLK Drive at Kilbourne. Cell phone video shows hotel employees in Milwaukee pinning Mitchell to the ground after they say he caused a disturbance. Mitchell died on the scene.
I want justice for my son. I want charges to be made. I want videos to be shown.
Police say they referred felony murder charges against 4 people in this case. The DA's office is waiting on toxicology results from the autopsy before making any charging decisions. The hotel fired all of the men involved in Mitchell's death.
Let's get a check on the weather right now. Nice afternoon outside, but a big warm-up is on the way. Blaze Keller is on the weather patio. Blaze?
That's right, Susan. Folks at home, we are getting ready for a tap into summer-like heat and humidity that we've only seen a couple of times this summer so far. And it comes as we look to end the month of July, and that heat and humidity looks to carry with us into the start of August. Right now, we're taking a live look towards the downtown Madison area. We're at 79 degrees. While we're seeing sunny conditions, there is a little bit of smoke in the atmosphere, and that's going to stick with us into your Friday, your Saturday, and most likely into your Sunday as well. We're watching as a high pressure system is beginning to exit, so probably more haze is going to be moving on in the further we go into your weekend. But even as this high pressure system exits, we're still going to remain quiet for your Friday and your Saturday. It's later Sunday that we introduce that chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms back to southern Wisconsin. So plenty of quiet time in the meantime. Upper 70s to low 80s for temperatures, not only in Dane County, but across southern Wisconsin as well. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon, and this upcoming weekend we're hanging out in those mid 80s. Mostly sunny to partly sunny visibility from your Saturday into your Sunday. Again, we're eyeing that chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon hours on Sunday. We're going to track out a few more rain chances into next week and track out just how hot we will get in the full forecast.
All right, Blaze, thank you. Dane County Sheriff's Office saying today it has responded to 2 head-on crashes in recent days. It left multiple motorists with life-threatening injuries. The first one was on Tuesday when deputies responded to a crash in the town of Rutland where a vehicle crossed the center line, hitting the other driver head-on. Both drivers sustained serious injuries and had to be freed from their vehicles. The second crash happened yesterday in Verona, where 3 drivers were injured. A Madison man is still in the hospital and could face a charge of second offense driving while intoxicated.
Meanwhile, Madison Fire and Madison Police are investigating a fire they say was set intentionally in a parking lot on the city's west side last night. Just after 11 p.m., crews responded to Silver Tree Run for an outside fire. The Madison Fire Department's hazardous incident team was consulted regarding items and evidence found on the scene. There are no other details at this time, and the incident remains under investigation.
The Wisconsin DOT announcing today it has revoked the wholesale dealer license of J-Rod Auto Group, LLC. The DOT says the auto group rolled back odometers, falsified title documents, and sold vehicles directly to retail customers. At a hearing last Thursday, the decision to revoke the license was made and has not been appealed, and that means the decision is final.
Well, just a week after the Republican National Convention ended, preparations are already underway for next month's Democratic National Convention. That's why law enforcement discussed security measures for the event in the host city of Chicago today. The increased attention to security at the event comes after the attempted assassination against former President Trump. A hard perimeter announced today will rope off the United Center to pedestrians next month. Chicago's mayor says the city is prepared.
And let me state this unequivocally. Chicago was ready. We were born ready. And I'm not just talking about the convention itself. So much has changed from our first announcement regarding the DNC to now. Now Chicago is not just hosting another convention. We are welcoming a new breath of life into our nation.
A spokesperson for the Secret Service reiterated that the DNC receives the highest designation of national security. The decision on who will be the Democratic nominee for president will officially happen in Chicago at the convention next month, and that is where News 3 Now will be. Just like we were in Milwaukee, the 4 of us will be in Chicago once again, and many of our reporters will be joining us in the Windy City for the Democratic National Convention. It runs August 19th through the 22nd.
Looking ahead now at 5, the Madison Metropolitan School District holding a district-wide job fair next week. The school district is looking to fill open roles across all departments, buildings, and experience levels. Some open roles include food service staff, custodians, social workers, psychologists, counselors, secretaries, and more. No registration is required for this job fair. It's being held next Wednesday, 3:30 to 7:30 p.m. It's at the Holtzman Learning Center.
A transformative figure in Badger athletics is staying long-term. The university announcing athletic director Chris McIntosh has signed a 5-year extension to continue leading the program until 2029. Since he was named athletic director in 2021, McIntosh has made several program-changing moves, hiring head football coach Luke Fickell and men's hockey coach Mike Hastings. He has also led the development of a new football practice facility and overseen renovations to facilities, including the Kohl Center.
The latest snapshot of the economy is bringing some good news to consumers, showing stronger growth and lower inflation. The economy picking up steam over the spring, with second quarter growth accelerating to a 2.8% annual pace, with inflation easing toward the Federal Reserve's 2% target. Consumer spending, the backbone of economic growth, was on the rise even in the face of those higher interest rates. Jared Bernstein, the chair of President Biden's Council of Economic Advisors, says that trends in the Midwest here are also looking optimistic.
We're seeing a lot of great investments around the country, particularly in some of the states in the Midwest. New factories, clean energy production, chips, all of that's in today's report. Great report on where the economy is and where it's headed.
Now some cracks are beginning to show as lower income Americans are piling up credit card debt and the job market is slowing down a bit. For now, the focus moves to the Federal Reserve and whether policymakers will go forward with a rate cut at next Wednesday's meeting. Still ahead at 5, Blaze is back. A complete look at your First Warn forecast.
And it should be a good night to sample some unique flavors from Central and South America tonight. We'll take you live to Centro Hispano's Mercadito next.
And the NASDAQ hits a 3-day skid now. Tech stocks continue their slide, down another 161 points today. The Dow bounces back, an 81-point gain. The S&P 500 loses 28. We'll be right back.
My parents were both teachers, so I know it's high time we give teachers a raise. I'm Katrina Shankland, and I know we need to fairly fund our public schools and stop over-relying on property taxes. I approve this message because we need to get this done in Congress.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Why Nout? Why not? Feel the comfort and durability of Nout footwear at Morgan Shoes. Nout shoes and sandals feature full-grain leathers in a multitude of colors. Nout's cork and latex composite insole is designed for daily comfort and support, and they are made to last. You'll enjoy Nout's luxury. Shop Morgan Shoes Hilldale for your next pair.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes Hilldale.
Let's do this.
Introducing Chevy's best lineup of SUVs ever. The rugged, always-ready Trailblazer, the first ever Traverse Z71, and the Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. When it's your time to shine, Chevy's got you.
Get 1.9% financing on select popular 2024 Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Not everyone knows us, but in southern Wisconsin, Illinois, and eastern Indiana, we are famous in our field. As a Sloan's technician, customer service is our specialty, whether you come to see us or we come to you. We are in the business of supporting your business, and we are highly trained to work on your John Deere equipment. At Sloan's, our loyalty lies with you. We depend on you, and we are proud to serve you. When it comes to service, you can count on us. Remember, think Sloan's first.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Enhance your floors with Great Lakes Vinyl Plank. It's waterproof, easy to install, and features an attached pad for added comfort. Legends Vinyl Plank is $279 per square foot after rebate. Get cleaner clothes and softer skin with Morton Water Softeners. Get this 27,000 grain water softener for $388.88 after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
Would you hire a barber who's never cut hair before? So why send someone to Congress who's never held public office and never passed a single bill? I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this message because we need an experienced congresswoman. Right, Jed?
Slow and steady may win the race, but it's not without risk. See how locals are banding together to save turtles on their perilous journey. Then Vice President Kamala Harris is tapping into Gen Z trends, what young voters really think about it, tonight at 6.
From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Today is Centro Hispano's very first Mercadito of the summer, bringing Latin American flavor to the south side of Madison.
And that's where we find our Braden Ross tonight. Braden, what's going on there?
Well, you guys, the Mercadito is so back. It is such a beautiful day to be out here. I'm actually here joined with Karen Collar. She is the executive director of Centro Hispano. Karen, what a beautiful day for this to start this summer.
Oh, it's the perfect day for enjoying South Madison. I'm hoping if people are listening or watching, they'll come out and join us on the south side. We're right on the corner of Cypress Way and Hughes Place, and we're so excited to share in community again.
And you get to do it in this beautiful new building that opened in April this year. Tell me about how that's gone since it's been open. What's the difference between the old place and the new one?
Yes, it's an amazing facility. As people may know, Centro is an essential organization. We see roughly around 10,000 individuals a year, and this space really allows us to grow and dream. Kids are excited, families feel really thrilled, honored to be in the space, and I'm really proud of what we've done. So
So 10 years of Mercadito now. Tell me about how it started. It started as kind of a farmer's market situation, but it's grown since then. How has it grown over the last 10 years?
Yeah, Mercadito was a seed for community engagement, for population, for families that often feel very much left out. We wanted to have a space to come together, to share advice, to network, and to engage with Greater Dane County. I hope everybody comes out because the future is really ours in Wisconsin and we need to build it together. I'm really excited.
And one of the beautiful parts in talking to people is kind of bringing a little bit of taste of home for a lot of people to Madison. Talk to me about that. What are the flavors, the things that you can only get at the Mercadito?
Oh yeah, this is an amazing space. We say that every single business here is a story, is a life story of heritage, of hard work, of trying to make it in this country, and also bringing all of your history from where you were coming from. Doña Reina is here. She's an amazing vendor opening a new restaurant in the north side. She's huge, very popular. We have Abuelos Farley here selling flowers, selling fresh vegetables. We're really, really excited, and I hope people can come down.
Absolutely. So much to see here. 4 to 7 every Thursday for the rest of the summer and probably even into winter. You're telling me there's doors over there that you can open. So you still have time to make it out here to Centro Hispano for the Mercadito tonight, 4 to 7, and again, every Thursday for the rest of the summer. But we'll send it back to you in the studio for now. Reporting live on the south side of Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
All right, Braden, yeah, almost 2 hours left of that. Get down there. It's a great night, too, to go out and enjoy whatever you have planned. A look now at your first warn forecast. Here's Blaze.
That's right. We're going to sit underneath clear to mostly clear conditions. A little bit of haze out there, but otherwise quiet and with a light wind, and it's not really feeling humid yet. Get out there and enjoy it because we're counting down the days left where we're sitting underneath, at times, cooler than average air and this very comfortable feeling air. It's not very humid because starting Sunday onwards, we're going to tap into that heat and humidity that's been sitting off to our south. But temperatures across southern Wisconsin right now ranging from the low 70s in Waukesha to the low 80s in Lone Rock, 81 in Boscobel, 77 in Monroe. We take it into Dane County, 70s and 80s across the county. Middleton at 80 degrees, 81 in Edgerton, 79 in Deerfield. As I mentioned, a little bit of haze out there from some wildfire smoke, and as our high pressure system exits, we're going to watch as that smoke fills on in. Like a big shield, it really keeps a lot of our low pressure systems and even some of that haze away, but as it begins to exit, we're going to fill in that shield that was once there. So as we go overnight, we're still going to keep that haze, mostly clear though, light easterly winds. We're hanging out in those 50s, and watch as that high exits, that smoke kind of fills on in. The greens, the yellows, the oranges indicating maybe thicker smoke in some spots. But as we go into your Friday morning, we're going to watch as that fills on in and that high continues to exit. But what is going to be working for us, especially for folks sensitive to smoke, is southerly winds are going to take on over. So it's going to push a lot of that thicker smoke off into parts of the UP and even into parts of Canada. This has been a very very strong high pressure system for this time of year. We typically don't see these strong of high pressure systems in the heart of summer, which is why it's felt so nice. But as it begins to exit, southerly winds take on over, and we're doing what we call opening the Gulf. We're opening that really unstable, warm, moist air that's really confined to the Gulf of Mexico, and that's going to be moving northwards. And in doing so, we're going to add back that cloud cover. We're going to add back that chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms starting on your Sunday. So Friday and Saturday are going to be quiet. It's Sunday and throughout next week that we add back scattered chances for showers and thunderstorms because we've added back that moisture. But over the next 7 days, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of heavy rain falling, which is some good news. We still need to dry on out, but maybe some spots around La Crosse and then south into the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, upwards of maybe a ½ an inch to an inch over 7 days. So not all at once, which is some good news because that could lead to some flash flooding, which we certainly don't want as we've been very saturated here across southern Wisconsin. And for folks who really like the heat and humidity, feeling like the dog days of summer, we're entering into a ridge, and that warmer than average air is going to be sticking around as we go into those first few days of August. And again, the darker the red, not indicative of the warmer or hotter the temperatures, just the better the chance for warmer than average temperatures. Now, I mentioned this because typically July is when the Madison area sees its most 100-degree days, or at least over the last 155 years, the best chance to get a 100-degree day or warmer is during the month of July. We've only had 36 total over 56,000 and some days since 1869, I believe, but 25 of those out of 36 have occurred in July. So we are winding down the time left to maybe get a 100-degree day. The last time that happened was back in July 17th of 2012. So it's been over a decade, and for folks who were maybe hoping to slip in that triple digit before we went into August, I don't think it's in the cards this year. So we're going to go probably another year, or at least another July, without a 100-degree day. There is a look at your 7-day forecast and your 10-day forecast. No alert days, but we're back into those upper 80s to low 90s starting Sunday, all throughout the following week. Let's take a look at traffic as well. Where we normally see slowdown spots along the Beltline at this time is where we're typically seeing them at this hour. South into Janesville along 39, traffic seems to be going pretty smoothly, and north into the Dells, traffic is moving pretty smoothly as well.
All right, Blaze, thank you. Just ahead, it's summer, and even with sunscreen, sunburns still happen from time to time. Some tips to help with the healing next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Sup? You need some windows?
Hum. Oh, you need windows, yes you do.
Hey folks, you call the experts? Increase your curb appeal and save big this summer with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Free installation ends Wednesday. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
It's Empire Today's half price sale. Half price on carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate. Plus half price on quality professional installation. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello permanent fat removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me. I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Ever wonder where unloved auto parts go? Rock Auto gives them a second chance for even less than our regular low prices. Click closeouts only while supplies last and give a part a home.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, this is the time of year for swimming, fishing, and in some cases, unfortunately, burning.
This time of the year, it's easy to get too much sun. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield has more on the best way to treat a sunburn.
Amidst all the joy at the pool, there's also pain.
It hurts. It hurts. It's uncomfortable, and it starts to itch.
Painful, a rash. And he knows overexposure. The pool is his office. And even though everyone here knows, do you guys wear sunscreen usually?
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
I thought you put on sunscreen when you were there.
I did. But we were there for like 5 hours.
Most people get sunscreen on once, but they forget to reapply every 1 to 2 hours.
Dr. Farhat is a busy dermatologist, and she's seen many a sunburn. What's actually happening to our skin?
Anytime that your skin is turning red, that means that there's actual DNA damage that's occurring.
She says sunburns can range from redness to blisters that peel and even open sores.
So basically, you want to start treating right away.
They had to like apply like aloe and kind of that type of stuff to kind of ease the symptoms.
So aloe is definitely helpful for that soothing component. There is a soothing component to oatmeal baths, and so that would be what I would recommend.
Also surprising,
something like ibuprofen, Aleve, things like that are going to actually help sunburn, so help prevent some of that pain and redness, not just for the pain, but actually treating that underlying inflammation that's occurring. And so as soon as you realize you're starting to get sunburn, taking that right away is going to help prevent it from getting worse.
And allow for more fun. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, CBS News.
And dermatologists recommend using a sunscreen of SPF 30 or higher, or 100 if you're me. We'll have a final check of your first warned sunburn forecast when we come back. Stay with us.
You may come from a plug family, and I come from a no plug family, but one day our great families will come together in marriage.
There's an electrified vehicle for everyone to fall in love with. Get offers on select models at the Lexus Golden Opportunity sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus ES models.
Watch this. It's all 100% real. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags. It works on sagging jowls, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. In just minutes, you can restore and beautify your face, even look years younger. And the look will last all day or all evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Prove It Plexiderm trial. You'll see why our customers describe Plexiderm with 3 words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping. Operators are standing by.
My husband and I finally agreed that we need a new bathtub and shower. So he went right to work on handling the project. That's him going online researching bathtub and shower installers. And there he is, calling a few places to get an estimate. I think he's procrastinating.
Call 1-800-HANSONS for a new shower or bathtub you'll love. Installed in as little as 1 day.
It's okay. I called 1-800-HANSONS.
We custom fit your new bathtub or shower into your existing space for a fast, convenient, and hassle-free installation with any safety features your family needs. Safety bars, seats, and more with a no-leak guarantee.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna call 1-800-HANSONS.
That's great, hon.
Get 50% off installation or no interest and no payments for 1 year. Offer ends soon.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
Hi, I'm Peter Gottlieb with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. In the August 13th primary election, voters will pick their preferred Democratic or Republican candidates for the United States Congress and the Wisconsin State Legislature. The winners will be on the ballot in the November 5th general election, which will include votes for president and state and federal offices. Learn more at vote411.org.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, new polling shows the presidential race now neck and neck. Today, Vice President Kamala Harris says she's ready to debate former President Donald Trump, plus how the Harris campaign is energizing young voters who could decide this election. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
I'm Ellie Libertate. Tonight at 6, hear how Kamala Harris is joining in on Gen Z trends and how young voters are feeling about it.
I'm Meryl Hubbard, and coming up tonight at 6, we learn how to save the snapping turtles this summer after neighborhoods post signs on the street.
A unique but near century-old tradition is underway in coastal Virginia. For the 99th year, a group of firefighters called the Saltwater Cowboys corralled a large group of ponies across the Assateague Channel. That came after they rounded them up where they live wild on the island.
Today, they're auctioning off some of the several dozen foals that were born since last year's swim. A few of them will be sold for naming rights only before they join the adult ponies on their swim back on Friday. This is all a fundraiser for the Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Company. It also serves to help cull the herd. About 150 wild ponies live on the island, and 70 to 80 foals are born each year.
You ever seen the wild horses
sight
on the East Coast? It's something else.
It's incredible, yeah.
Something. Let's go to Blaze. Final check of the forecast.
We are looking at a very pleasant end to your Thursday, Friday, right around the corner. 12-hour planner taking us into the early morning hours, and we are sitting underneath clear to mostly clear conditions. And the nice conditions continue through at least Saturday. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms begin on Sunday.
And we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.